Got an early start to today's game. Foxes versus the SHAHA Panthers. The SHAHA Panthers, number one in the league here so far with a record of 15-0-1. This team is undefeated. Foxes looking to keep up their stride, get some good pressure on this team. Back into the middle ice, and SHAHA Panthers on the attack. Good poke check there by, looks like, Simpson. And that'd be offsides on Panthers. And with only 4 games left in the season, Fox is looking to get a playoff spot. They need to be tough. They need to win the majority of these last couple games. We have most of the team here today. Many of the girls that are on the travel team are playing. I think that each one of them, they need to get 10 games under their belt so that they're eligible for playoffs. So we have the majority of them here tonight as well. Fox is keeping it in. We got Peterson, T. Meyer, and Lautenbacher putting pressure in the Panther zone. T. Meyer trying to keep it in. That pops out to neutral ice. T. Meyer turns around and finds McCurdy Marks, and she'll send one in. That just hits the post. Inches off. Not sure the goalie was even ready for that. Tegan Samuels keeps the puck in. And we got McCurdy Marks. That puck pops out. Fox is looking to reset. Now back into the Fox's ice here. Baldoff trying to clear it up the boards. That puck lofts in and wide of the net. Tegan Samuels. Johnson able to poke the rest out, and it's going to be on net, so no icing if it has the legs to get there. And the girls getting up there quickly, so McCurdy Marks fighting in the corner. And Johnson and McCurdy working. The puck comes up the board, and the Panthers will skate it out. Pass into neutral ice. It's 2-on-1. The feed out in front. That was a great save by Annabella Stroya as they get a bat puck on net. Out in front again it goes, and chipped by Stroya out in the corner. Puck now behind, and Johnson picks it up and send it up the boards. Panthers able to send it back on net. Now it's Katie Sproul. That puck again gets to the net. Stroya again deflects it. Baldoff working on the side hard, and she'll send it up, and that'll come out. And it's Samuels gaining the zone as the rest of the Foxes team gets changed. Samuels battling the whole team there on the side as the new legs get on the ice. Sweetek, Bell, and Wager, and Vandekar, the elder Kate Vandekar, on the ice now. Wager gets a back check there, loses the puck. Puck sent out across the slot. The other side now, Holly Bell working with Wager on the side. Shaw trying to center that pass. It's in there. They chop it in there just off the end of their stick. Can't make the shot. They regain possession and skate it towards the net. That sends wide across the Hannah Vandekar in now. Kate Vandekar able to clear it. Hannah giving pressure. The chip there in neutral zone. Panthers with the puck. Trying to set it up quick. Good poke check by Vandekar, keeping them on the line for a second longer, allowing them to defend. That puck goes wide of the net. Lautenbacher in there. Wager helping up. Peterson steps up. Puck behind. The centering pass out in front. Now out to the point, and they'll send it in, and it's loose. They pick it up behind the net. Cut off by Lautenbacher. back into the corner. Wager will send it around and up the boards. Peterson with some pressure, allowing Wager to help get a stick on it. Now up the boards again. Puck comes in and Stroya freezes it, giving us a little bit of a break. McCurdy marks on the faceoff. The Panthers get a good shot off, having somebody set up in front of the net. Well, the Fox is clear on the edge of Johnson. Picking it up is Samuels, and Samuels' approach. Working the boards now. McCurdy marks and Johnson. It comes up, and that's going to be offsides by the Foxes. Samuels dumping the puck in. McCurdy Marks giving chase. Puck back out to Sproul. Sproul holding the line. She'll send it to McCurdy Marks up the boards. Panthers looking. And there you go. It's off to the races. Simpson trying to get a stick in there. That shot goes across the crease. Hits the post on the other side. Puck up the boards, back to D. They'll sling one in. Got some pressure out in front of the net. They're able to get that out. Johnson and Samuels. Puck across the ice again. Sproul working the boards. That was a good redirect by the Panthers, but goes across wide of the net. Hawks suspended up. They're looking for a line change there. Johnson had open ice, but good back check by Bell, able to unseat that puck. Out in front again. Another good shot comes all the way to Stroya. She saw it the whole way. Panthers now on the boards. They'll send one in. Wager trying to get a hand on it. Bell trying to work it to Samuels. Panthers quick to the puck. They'll send another one in. Stroy deflects it wide. Baldoff takes a shot up the ice. Bell and Swiatek. Now in the scrum on the wall, and that puck comes out. Panthers resetting. And they do so quickly. Get in the zone. They find a center pass. Comes all the way to Stroya, and she freezes it. The puck loose and able to clean up off of the rebound. Shaha on the board first. T-Meyer taking that face off, trying to get to Peterson. The Panthers send one again across the crease. That puck comes out, and it's Peterson and T-Meyer taking the zone. Gets a shot, gets a stick on it, deflected wide. Puck comes out to Vandekar. She'll send it back in. pass across ice to T-Meyer, and T-Meyer again get in the zone. She'll try to get it in. Just off the stick of Peterson. Peterson fighting for it. Panthers end up with it. That has enough legs. Should be icing, but they're going to wave it off as it didn't have enough speed to get there. Cardi Marks able to pick that one off. She gets interfered with even though the Panthers go down. So no call. Samuels on the attack. Trying to set up a shot. She gets held up by the Panthers. McCurdy Marks comes in with his stick. Trying to get into that. Can't put her weight in it. Just on the edge. That was trying to cross ice pass there. They go down. Johnson gets out of the zone. Yeah, a little mash up there in neutral ice. That pass all the way to Samuels. The first one to it here is Baldoff. Trying to get it up. Puck comes out. Panthers still with the puck. Good give and go. She gets in deep. Sproul tying her up behind the net. Doing a good job using her body. Now Johnson and McCurdy Marks comes in to help, and McCurdy Marks unseats it. Pass out in front. Samuels gets it up to Johnson. Puck into neutral ice. That's Hannah Vandekar trying to back check. Sam Bernard now on the boards. Still sending it around up the boards. And that puck comes in from the point. Gets deflected behind. Another centering pass by the Panthers. Disrupted by Baldoff. Getting her stick in there. Pass out wide. And back to the point. That puck comes in floppy and stuff, but Stroya sees it into her glove and stops the play. The shot comes in again. Puck loose out in front of the net. Fox is able to bat it away. Back in deep it goes. Kate Vandekar, first one to it. Working the wall against the Panthers. And this T-Meyer trying to send it up the ice. Gets chipped out in front. Back on the end of T-Meyer's stick. And she and Peterson gain the zone. Trying to get around, sending it to Peterson. Peterson, backhand shot, still loose. Can't finish it. Goes wide of the net. T-Meyer still with it. Samuels trying to line one up. And the Panthers turning it around. Wager just gets underneath her. Just doing a great job disrupting that puck. And now back with the puck is T-Meyer up the boards. Good pressure by the Foxes that one around. Shot comes in, hits off the post. Panthers still with it. Dancing around. Up the boards to the point. Like another shot goes wide of the net. Good screen by the Panthers again. I don't know if Stroya saw that, but it went wide. Samuels trying to skate out. Gets hit from behind. That puck comes across the ice again. Vandekar trying to push it up. Comes up to the point. Another. Bernard get it. I think that's Bernard. Who's out in there? That's Peterson, sorry. T-Meyer now on the neutral ice. She'll try to send it in deep. Gets cut off. Oh, on the line change. There's a dicey one there. Close to two-menning, but now in the Panther zone. Now in the Fox's zone. Johnson trying to work it. Panthers send it in deep and around. Still with the puck. Skating across the slot to the point. Drops it off. That comes lazily in. They take a shot again off the rebound, but Stroya able to fall on it. Holly Bell on the face-off here, back from the slot. The Panthers send another one in. Hits a couple bodies on the way, now back to the point. That shot comes in, gets lifted high. Stroya sees it into her glove. Shot off this face-off, comes across the paint. To the corner, Foxes clear it. Lautenbacher trying to apply pressure. The Panthers reset. Send it across the ice over the other defensive point. That shot comes across the paint and wide. Lautenbacher trying to wrestle it out. Can't quite clear it. Up on the boards. Panthers have it. They advance to the slot, and that'll do it here for the first period. Foxes trail by one.
Panthers 1, Arctic Foxes 0.
Starting us off here in the second period, Ivy T. Meyer, Samantha Bernard, Piper Peterson, Lily Baldoff, and Mallory Weger. Off to the races. Peterson taking a shot, trying to backhand it closer, comes back out to the wall, and the Panthers turn it around. Baldoff able to chip that. Weger backing her up. That puck out into the neutral zone. That pass cut off by Bernard. Bernard working the wall now. Panthers able to push it forward. They wave off icing. Mallory Weger picking up the puck. Turns it around. And then again. She'll skate it the other way. And back the other way. Puck goes the other corner. Ball off first to it. Sending up the boards. Comes out to the point. Mismanaged. And the puck able to be cleared to neutral ice. Panthers send it back in deep. And Foxes will clear it again. Back to Baldoff. Can't get to it on the. That puck comes right out in front. Destroy able to get a stick on it and deflect it behind. Panthers with the puck. Looking to center it. They'll send it back the other way. Wager picks it up and she'll send it into the slot. Bernard trying to get to it in time, and Foxes with the puck. The stick of T-Meyer. T-Meyer gaining the zone. Got Peterson trying to feed her. Goes across just behind Bernard. Now in deep in the corner. Puck comes up. Keeps it in. Good job by Emma Simpson. Keeping that line. And the puck comes out. Now it's Samuels. Good poke check on the line. And Foxes end up with the puck. Simpson trying to feed it to Johnson just ahead of her. And now McCurdy Marks giving pressure. Back to Samuels, and Samuels trying to work the puck, keep it out of the zone. Still fighting on the boards. Katie Vandekar steps in to help out. It's tied up here in the wall. McCurdy Marks ends up with the puck, and she's got some steam. She's got Johnson with her. She'll feed it to Johnson. Johnson tastes. Johnson trying to feed it back to McCurdy Marks, gets cut off as the SHAHA Panthers close that lane. They'll turn it around quick and with some speed send it up the ice into the Foxes zone. Foxes send it right back to neutral ice. Simpson sending up the boards, contained by SHAHA. They'll flick one in. It almost finds the 5-hole, but Stroya says no. Baldoff back up the ice. Good pressure by Swiatek. Across the ice, they'll send it back in deep, and Baldoff getting a good stick lift. And she gives up. They send it to the side. Sproul gets a stick in there. Hannah clears it. Vandekar, we got Swiatek and Vandekar giving chase. Swiatek trying to cut that off the wall. Up to Holly Bell, but the Panthers able to get in there. Baldoff on the heavy on the wall. Good pressure by her trying to get that puck. Drop pass to another Panther. They'll set it up to the point. They step up and try to send one in. Baldoff gets a stick on it, and it goes wide. Swiatek. Baldoff getting in there. She's going to kick it up. It's tic-tacking around at the feet. Swiatek trying to put her shoulder into that one. She gets knocked off her line. Out to the point now. Good stick by Hannah. And Holly Bell trying to get that, and it does clear. Panthers resetting. They do it quickly. Foxes getting some new skates in there. That's a good chip by Holly Bell. And Baldoff trying to pass it up and find T-Meyer, but it gets past her. Panthers send it back in deep and get a line change. Baldoff trying to skate it out. Panthers keep it. T-Meyer back to help. Now back up to the point. Puck is still in, and Foxes end up clearing it. Peterson sending it a little bit deeper. The Panthers turning around. Baldoff now on the line, trying to work it forward. Up to Peterson. Peterson working it out. That goes back to neutral ice. Bernard on the forecheck. Oh, Panthers reset real quick there. Peterson around the boards. Back out to the point. Puck is loose. It's Stroya. She's a wall. She's keeping it out. Back in the corner, they'll set it up to the point, and that puck will come out. Bernard on the wall with pressure. And the Panthers send it back in deep. Going to need a whistle here soon. Defense have been on the ice for quite some time. Baldoff still has some speed left, getting to the other side. Panthers just Bernard with a good challenge there. And Foxes need to clear this, and they do at the end of T. Meyer's stick, and she will get it in. Trying to guard that puck. That puck comes across the ice just off the edge of Peterson's stick. Wager keeping the Panthers out wide. Good job forcing them out of the lanes. Where's that puck? Comes into the slot. Trying to line up a shot, and they do. Right into the glove of Stroya. Might see the goalie change here any second. It's going to happen. Great job by Annabella Stroya, only letting one pass as Sophie Steele gets in net. Puck out of the zone, goes in deep. Going to be icing on the Foxes. Panthers with the shot from the point. Goes in behind. Vandekar working with Johnson. That puck comes in. It bounces lazily. Vandekar with it. Up to Johnson. McCurdy Marks can't clear it. They'll do it on that last attempt. Back to neutral ice. McCurdy Marks doing a good job with pressure. That puck comes out in the zone, and Panthers reset. They'll take a step towards the net. Vandekar getting in the way. McCurdy Marks able to skate it out. Up to Samuels. Can't quite reach it. Vandekar turns it around, and McCurdy Marks now gains his own. She gets stripped to the puck. Panthers dancing around. We'll slow it up. Now they're on Vandekar back to help. Younger Hannah Vandekar able to stop that clean shot, and Steele finishes the job. That shot comes in from the point and deflected wide. Swiatek trying to work that board up the board. Comes across ice. Lottenbacher there with Simpson. The centering pass gets cut off by the Foxes. Now Sproul and that's a good hit by the Panthers. Ella's getting bruised up today. He's taking a couple hits to the head. A couple body shots. Panthers again turn it around. Good check by Simpson. That's on the line, or out of the line. Vandekar will sling it in. They're going to wave off icing on that one. Swiatek getting in there with the challenge. That's T. Meyer trying to prevent them from exiting the zone. Sproul turning it around, working with Simpson. Panthers keeping up the pressure here. One shot comes in, goes deflected wide. Comes back out to the center, and it's T. Meyer trying to clear it. They do. And it's Sam Bernard off to the races. Holding it up, trying to pass T. Meyer. Can't keep the puck on the end. Sproul doing a good job applying pressure on that blue line. That's where you want to poke them. We got Peterson sending it back to neutral ice, and Sam again. Good pressure, cuts off that pass, able to keep in the lane. He'll take a shot, gets deflected through the defense, and the Panthers will clear. 3-on-2 opportunity here. Simpson stands strong, passes it to T-Meyer. T-Meyer sends it up to Samuels, just across her stick. Going to be icing on the Foxes.
I have a video of me driving on the bar. Okay.
Shot coming in from the point. Steele able to find. No, it's loose. A little good scrum in front of the net. And Steele able to stop it. The Foxes doing a good job protecting their goalies. Puck comes in again. Steele about it to the side. Wagger working it in tough. She's able to get up and underneath, unseat that puck. It's a battle here on the walls. Wagger ends up with it and sends it. Cross ice pass cut off by Samuels, and Samuels will step up. Got Johnson trying to feed it to her. Trying to get to her. She gets off her skates. Up and out, back to neutral ice it goes. Pass over to McCurdy Marks. Has somebody come up off the bench, get her from behind. He'll take the shot. Goes into Baldoff, I think. She's looks like she's a little hurt. She's going to skate off gingerly. Fox is able to clear. Baldoff does not look good.
Where did that hit her?
That pass right into the crease. Deflected by Steele, and the Fox is still trying to keep this one out. That goes off the pads, and Wagger working the wall. Panthers stepping up from the defense, trying to feed it. Goes across the paint to the other side. This line's been on for a while. Bell trying to send it up the boards. Samuel's trying to get there. That puck comes all the way into the goalie. Steele bats it. And the Foxes will clear it. Going to be icing, but we'll be able to get some new skates on the ice. Maybe. Bell sending it back up, comes to the point, and SHAHA lines another one up, goes wide of the net. Back in deep it goes. Sproul steps up. Panthers with good pressure. He ends up with that puck. It's like Sweet Tech trying to get it out. And they do. Good check by Laudenbacher. Laudenbacher on the attack. She's going to loft one in deep and go after it. Panthers get tied up. Bell in there in the attack. Back out to neutral ice. Kate Sproul will send it in, but just a second too early. As Foxes get caught off sides. Bernard trying to feed out in front. Vandekar sends one. Peterson with the puck trying to release it. Can't get it off. Now back to neutral ice goes. The SHAHA Panthers on the attack. Wager keeping her wide. Seameyer back to help. Kate will send it wide. Trying to get up to the point. As they send one in, goes off Peterson's shoulder. And that'll do it here for the second period.
That's the end of the second period. Your South Hills Panthers 1, Arthur Foxes 0.
Curdy Marks trying to find Samuels. Samuels gets in there with the puck, trying to find McCurdy Marks. Curdy Marks with the puck, trying to work it forward. Johnson sets up, cuts off that pass. She's working into the boards. Popped it out. Back in deep, McCurdy Marks getting there, working it. And the Panthers end up with it. I would know. McCurdy Marks against the boards. Just holding things up. The battle there. Simpson sends one in. Off the defense, and almost first to it is Johnson. Johnson battling that puck. That comes out. Sproul will send it in, but going to be offsides. That's going to be called intentional offsides. So we take the face off in the defensive zone. Vandekar working that puck, able to get it free. She'll send it up the boards. Sweetek in there. Panthers turn around. Gain the zone. And Bell will send it back to neutral ice. Good job by Vandekar keeping that out. Panthers send it all the way in deep, around the boards to the point. Sweetek again. This is all over the place today. Ollie Bell trying to work it out, getting good pressure behind the net by the Panthers. That puck will clear. Puck behind the net. Mallory Wager loses her skates. Still trying to battle from the ground. Fox is clear again. Sweetek with pressure on the point. Panthers dumping deep, got Wager on the puck. T-Meyer ends up back checked by the Panthers. Unseat that puck. And they're going. The diving shot. Good stick challenge by T-Meyer. Puck is pushed here behind the net. They're working hard. Haven't stopped. Foxes end up with the puck here. And T-Meyer working the boards. Peterson and Bell step in there to help out. And that pass comes in, cut off by Wager again. That one didn't feel good for sure. I'm trying to center that pass, and Peterson picks it up, and she's going to skate it out. She'll dump it up the ice, off the boards, and they're going to call icing on the Foxes. Shot coming in from the slot, goes wide. Panthers have it. Drop pass. They'll try to give and go there. They'll try to send it towards the net. Now behind the net. Panthers controlling. Turning back and forth. Trying to feed it in there. And they get it through. Unsure how, but they're able to fit that puck between the post and the pad. Panthers lead by 2. Panthers again getting in the zone, getting tied up by McCurdy Marks and Simpson. Simpson will skate it out. Pass over to Samuels, and Samuels getting in the zone. Good physical battle there. McCurdy Marks ends up with the puck, and she'll skate it forward, trying to feed it to Samuels again. Simpson with holding the puck in. And a pass over behind the net. Panthers will skate it out. Cross ice pass. They'll chip it forward in the slot. Simpson able to get back in time, freezing the puck, and Steele able to find it. Shot off the faceoff. Gets batted wide. Samuel's trying to get in there. That comes off, going to be offsides. That should also be intentional, but we'll see how this lines up. They're not going to call intentional for whatever reason. Grady Marks bat on the walls. Puck gets turned around. Ball off back on the ice. For the first time since her shot to the leg. And get the puck. Good last chance there by Vanderkar. Getting it wide. That's Hannah. Hannah, she's been an animal today. Able to pick that puck. Getting in and underneath as much as she can, everywhere she can. There she is again, swinging at the puck. Comes back to Baldoff, and one hand's not going to get it out. Back to neutral ice there. Lautenbarker steps in there. Panthers trying to send it in deep. Vanderkar trying to get it out. That shot comes in quick. They're still with it. Great effort by the Panthers there. Simpson, Sweetek trying to clear it. Hit somebody on the way out. Good cut off by T-Meyer there. Baldoff working the boards against the Panthers. The Sweetek gets knocked off her line. Still working the boards. She goes down. T-Meyer trying to send it out. That puck gets cut off by White. Shot comes in. That puck cut off by Baldoff. Now T-Meyer back against the boards. Still try to chip it, give and go. And Baldoff in there to help. That shot goes wide of the net. Shot out in front, and good save by Steele. Baldoff trying to reach in there, disrupt that play. They drop pass, send across the neutral into the slot. Vanderkar with a great individual effort. He'll turn it right back around. Vanderkar will send it across ice, trying to find Peterson. And the Panthers reset. Another block. Vanderkar gets knocked off her skates. Come contact. Panthers going around the world. Back in, cut off by Baldoff. Baldoff trying to get some on it. T-Meyer now with the puck. Loses it on the wall. Peterson trying to help. They turn around quick, and Sproul able to get in there a little bit to slow the play up. Bernard chipping it forward up the wall. That is Samuel is able to clear the puck to neutral ice. 5 minutes and 41 seconds left here in the third period. Peterson, little dump into the deep. Samuel's first to it. From the slot, Johnson trying to push it in. Puck's loose. And they collect it just before Maeve the train gets there. Shot off the face-off, Grady Marks. She's getting in there strong. They send it across ice. It's a good pass. Sproul and Wager working to close that lane. That puck is loose out in front, and Maeve picks it up. Grady Marks skates it. Trying to drop past to Johnson. He'll shoot it up and gets into the zone, but back to center ice. Good to see Emma Simpson back in there. She gets on the ice. And Johnson working the boards. with Sproul. Sproul will take it and skate it around, trying to push it up. Panthers pass the other side. Simpson. They'll loft one in. I don't know if they saw it. Just goes wide of the net. Another one comes in from the point. It's loose out in front. They're able to backhand that and get the back of the net. Good pressure out in front. So the Panthers pull ahead by 3. Another shot goes just wide of the net. Sweetek and Baldoff in there fighting against the boards. They'll send one out front. Good one-timer. Steele able to bat it away. Another pass across the center. People everywhere. Foxes cut it off, and that's Sweetek now working to get boards. Another shot comes in, and Steele will freeze the puck. Panthers send it back in deep. Simpson up to Bernard. Goes back in deep. Panthers. Vandekar trying to send it up. Peterson and T-Meyer working against the walls. They'll saucer one in there and Steele will bottle it up. Won't scrum out. They'll send one in deep. Trying to redirect and knock Steele off her skates. Should have been interference. Send another one in. Goes across the paint. Out the other side. T-Meyer and Vandekar working. Peterson steps in. She'll send one around the boards. That's going to come out. Bernard with good pressure. And they'll gain the zone again. Try to center that pass. Fox is about it. Back to neutral ice. Sam Bernard on her heels. That puck comes out and out. They're saying no icing. Vandekar gets tripped up. McCurdy Mark stepping in to help. Vandekar back on her skates. Johnson trying to bat it out the rest of the way. Panthers take another shot on goal, goes wide. That pass out to McCurdy Marks, and she'll skate it out. There's some steam. We're going to draw a penalty here. As the first penalty of the game here with 2 minutes left, McCurdy Marks tripped on the blue line. Fox is on the power play. Foxes pull the goalie here. So it's a 6-on-4. Can't keep it. Good challenge by Simpson, and that puck goes back towards their goalie. They're gonna let them pick it up. Puck comes back to neutral ice, and Samuels first to it. Getting tied up there. A good challenge by Simpson, and they turn it around. McCurdy Marks now on the attack, passing up to Peterson. Peterson trying to find the slot, takes a shot, gets lifted high. Behind the net they go. Johnson trying to bobble up, but they get loose. So now they're on the attack. He'll take a shot, and it's going to go just wide. Fox is trying to work it up. They're getting tied on the boards here. 1 minute and 8 seconds left. McCurdy Marks with it. Trying to saucer it out. And they do. Peterson, 1-on-1. Taking the shot, goes off the defense. Back into the corner. It's T-Meyer. And Bell. Johnson sends it forward, setting up. That shot goes deflected wide. And Simpson and Johnson keeping it in. T-Meyer with another shot goes into Bell. Bell staying on her feet. And the SHAHA Panthers able to carve around. They'll take a shot. Get stick challenge, goes in deep. Samuels first to it, sending it up. Back around the boards. Bell trying to backhand it up. That shot comes in. We'll turn it around. Going to be icing on the Foxes, but that'll do it here for the game. Foxes fall to the number 1 seeded SHAHA Panthers, 3-0.
South Hills Panthers 3, and Foxes 0. Great game by both teams. Riders home safely. Thank you.
That'll do it here for the broadcast today. We'll catch you on the next one tomorrow, where Ben Simpson will be assisting my lovely wife, as I will be out of town. Until then, we'll see you later.